with the most magnificent pearls worldwide. And one of those things that we're so excited about is those styles that are classic, obviously when we think of pearls, but yet with a twist. I absolutely never seen anything quite like this. When I say a modern twist and a beautiful hoop or a swirl design earring, that's exactly what we're bringing to you here. So we have it available for you in either the pink pearl with the black spinel in the earrings or the ring, or in the classic in the white with the accent of the black spinel. And that's, again, under the same item number. I believe we have 5 through size 11 in the ring available. Did I mention today too? Everything is available with 5 monthly flex payments. Everything on the day today, and that goes away at midnight tonight. And if you spend $75 on the day, you're getting free shipping and handling also on everything up until midnight tonight. Okay, this is like the piece de resistance, if you will. Wait till you hear the story and how long Nick and his family have been waiting to bring to us the first ever in a beautiful ombre pearl of the most majestic colors of lavender and pink and white. And you're seeing our beautiful model, Angie, just showcasing this one-of-a-kind. And I'm telling you, they look like they could be South Seas pearls. And if they were, we're looking at like hundreds of thousands of dollars, my friends. Oh, more, Nick is saying. Yes, more. And that is exactly the look that we're bringing to you. Get this, brand new at $199.98. And it will be $265, but I'm gonna tell you something. They are not gonna last the show. Never have we done anything like that. No way, no how, for the look of multi thousands. Okay, so Nick Wan is our special guest. Nick, we're looking a little bit at some most majestic water. Tell me what we're looking at here.
So this is Tahiti. This is the home of the Tahitian pearl. I have spent the last 20 years pretty much traveling and working with the farmers, learning about pearl, and basically, you know, so to speak, culturing myself in the oyster and learning, learning about just, what it is that makes this gem so special. I grew up doing, working in jewelry.
Yes. But you started stringing pearls, you said, at the age of 12.
At the age of 12, totally by choice.
Amazing. and which is and continues to be that today. Many of you have met Raj, your mom, with the Kwan collection, and we always so enjoy her stories and have you involved 100% in your family as well. Again, we couldn't be more delighted. So great to have you here today. Excited about this hour. We have so many beautiful things.
It's great to be here, Lynn. I am super excited, and just imagine the most elegant and high-end pieces, the one-off pieces that you've always wanted. Visualize that. That's what we're gonna bring you today. Accessible, easy luxury that's gonna transition from daytime to dinner time. That's what this collection is all about. I'm super excited about this collection and what we have brought for you today.
And we're gonna teach everyone just that. This is not your grandmother's collection of pearls. Oh no. Okay, so I think this is a great example as we get started here with Baroque. And Baroque is really a specialty pearl that I know we're gonna learn a lot about here. Always been one of my favorites, so organic. Again, no two will ever be alike. So look what we're doing for the first time. This necklace and pendant was originally $219. It's $139.96. A huge savings here with 5 flex payments, which basically be under $30. Also, you get the double strand sterling silver necklace that comes along with it that's fully adjustable, 18 inches. And take a look at the matching, I don't know, I let that ring slip me by here, Nick. I gotta get my ring on. How cool is that? Also at a phenomenal sale price at $119.96 today. So that's the lowest price we've ever offered. I know I'm gonna have my producer check and see about availability and sizes on this one. Hopefully we still have all sizes, but talk a little bit about Baroque and what we're seeing, especially in like a high-end designer jewelry.
Well, especially for the size here. This is one of the largest Baroque pearls that you will ever see when it comes to this kind of pearl. Now, what I love so much about it, it's the uniqueness. So it's not just the size. I mean, you're getting just a humongous size with this pearl, but it's the contours, the way that it acts as a natural facet and it brings out more of that light. And what makes the pearl so special, it's that natural color. So you look at the iridescence and the way that that sheen just comes right off of the top. When you put this necklace on, you're gonna instantly see just how bright and how vibrant this pearl is, but the size. It's almost like a diamond shape. And what they do is, this is actually new technology. So they use a square nucleus. That's what they use for the graft in the oyster, or the mollusk. Over the years, it secretes those layers of pearl nacre, and that's how it comes up with that natural shape. So the shape that you're seeing is totally organic, but then also it's that natural color and natural luster. So that's not enhanced. That iridescence, the play of color you see, that opaly quality, that's all natural.
And it's absolutely beautiful. You know, it's funny, when we just went to a full shot of Angie a minute ago, and I am telling you, between the necklace, it pops immediately, the ring that she's wearing, and I'm gonna tell you, I knew this necklace was gonna happen. I said that. These earrings, they are the coolest, most fabulous pearl earrings.
Yes.
They're already absolutely on fire. Angie, I believe, is wearing the same one I'm wearing, I think the white. But again, we have two choices there. So either the white pearl, or we have those available in the pink pearls, but they are stunning. Anyway, I'm kind of all over the place, but you'll see how this all, it all harmonizes together, right? This is the only Baroque piece, I believe, that we're showcasing in this hour. Only Baroque piece, but we do have, again, so many different looks and so many different styles. But this, to me, as your signature piece, like, that is what you become known for, you
Absolutely.
know?
Well, I think about that, you know, we see those pieces where it's like you see the pearl pendant. You take that up a notch. Look at it, you add a big Baroque pearl to the end of that, just with all of that uniqueness, all the character. And the Baroque pearl, it has easily been one of the most popular pearls over the last, like, 5 years. And it's such a sought after pearl. We've seen the prices. It's like they escalate every time we're checking with the farm. It just keeps going up and up and up. The request for it. But you know, the difficult part of this, though, is when it comes to this type of pearl, only one pearl is cultured per mollusk. So what that does is it takes off the availability of what you can look for. With any kind of gem, especially with pearl, it all has to do with how much time it is in the water. There's no way to force the issue and just harvest pearls and just continually get pearls. You have to wait. You have to be very lucky and very deliberate in how you culture your pearls. Because every single interaction you have with that mollusk, it will affect the quality.
Absolutely, and I love that. I said this to you when I met you earlier, Nick. I said, I love that it is your family. Like, okay, for instance, that amazing ombre pearl necklace that I showed you at the top of the hour, it was almost impossible. Wait till you hear the story behind it. And Nick was saying, you know what, they sent me all of the natural stones, all the colors, and my family, we did the matching to make that ombre perfection. That's how unique. So it's like really truly coming, this is what I love. Like, yes, you can go find, you know, beautiful pearls in the jewelry store, but do you know the story behind it? And then, you know, again, having it elevated into these unique, exclusive designs that you're not gonna find anywhere else. So with that, let me just say, first time at this sale price, what does FlexPay mean? Well, when you shop using any major credit card or debit card or however you're set up with us, you don't have to pay it all off at once. You can take the next 5 months, which is wonderful. But the beauty is we're shipping it right to you. You're gonna receive this necklace or the matching ring in the next couple of days. And you always have your 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, wanna mention our bracelet. Oh, this is super limited too. You want to talk about cool, and it's really a reversible if you like it, because you have the neutral colors, which I'm wearing. So I'm wearing camel on one side, but check this out. You also have all the popular abalone colors that we're used to seeing, those iridescent greens and blues and pinks. So it's a 2-in-1. It's $79.50. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 7.5 inches in length. So again, one size will fit most, which is perfect. And that is a great segue. By the way, these are limited. These were on before and instantly became a customer favorite. But let's talk about, it's like the Cleopatra of abalones.
Well, I mean, that
what
necklace,
do you think, Nick?
I mean, when you want that statement piece and you want that piece, one of the biggest trends in jewelry right now is those look at me pieces. You're gonna catch a lot of eyes with this necklace.
Oh, look at me, all right.
See, I love that before the show, you and I were having this back and forth, like, okay, which side do we wear? And it's like, it's such a hard choice. Like, do you wear the darker side that has the abalone tones? Or do you wear more of that neutral side that still you get that iridescence of the abalone shell? But I love this multifunctionality of a piece like this where you can mix and match. If you want a contrast, maybe you're wearing a black t-shirt and you want that contrast. How about that? Maybe you're wearing a white t-shirt and you want that dark contrast. flip it the other side, you're gonna get all of that opaly tone of the, there we go, of the abalone.
See that, and that's the other reverse side. But then, like you said, if you want to go a little bit more with the neutral, like kind of earthy colors, it's like a 2-in-1. I'm not sure how they did this. I'm fascinated.
Magic. It's the magic of nature.
It's kind of like, right? Well, you know what? Mother Nature really is. Wouldn't you say?
It's pretty amazing
magical.
things, right?
Oh. Abalone to me has always been one. It's like that at the pearl. You know, it's very fascinating.
The colors, just the colors. You know, we're so used to seeing mother of pearl and just seeing, you know, more of those pearl tones. With abalone, you get these very vibrant pinks. You get the greens, you get aubergines. The color tones that you see are so amazing. So my 2 daughters are really into mermaids, and this is like one of their pieces where they're like, you've got the mermaid shell necklace.
I love it. Yeah, I could see a mermaid wearing this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so pretty, it's so feminine. Okay, couple of things we would mention. It's $20 off, only while quantities last. I think we started with, maybe 160, if that. Very, very limited. And then on top of that, we're loving the flex pay options today. So with, flex pay, less than $30, and you too. I've never seen this. I've sold a lot of abalone through the years, but one that was reversible like this. Well, so how do they do that?
I'll tell you what, it's very meticulous. The polishing and the way that you have to polish the shell, and just the steps, because when you get the shell out of the water, you got the barnacles, you've got all the natural things that grow on it. So you've got to clean that all off, and you've got to polish it. So it's a multi-step process where you have to polish the shells and really bring out the color. And it's a technique that I practice on at the office sometimes, where we have the wheels where we can grind and polish shells. But that's where a lot of the starts is being able to play with just different gems.
Yeah, I honestly have never seen anything quite like that, and I think it's perfect because I love, personally, these neutral colors, but I've never seen in abalone. I've never seen these like colors of greens and peach and coral and earthy tones, like all your neutral shades in there. And then I love that back with like earth tone colors, kind of like what I'm wearing today, camel or any of your coffee colors, chocolate, anything like that. And then, or your sage, or even your beautiful mauves or your wine colors. This is gonna pop. Then, personally, I love the opposite side. I wear a lot of denim, a little denim jacket, right? Or in the summertime when you're wearing the brighter colors, you put that abalone on, and it's so fresh. Okay, this is going very quickly. Honestly, if this was just a little tiny abalone pendant that was reversible, Nick, at $139, I'd say it's a great value.
Definitely.
This is a true status signature piece, and that's what all the look is right now.
Absolutely. I mean, when you see just the statement that this makes, when you put this on, and one of the things I love about wearing a strand of pearls or, bright gems that have those pearl tones to them, it's the way that it adds that uplighting and the way that it draws attention to the neckline. Yeah. And to me, it's like, when you put a statement necklace like this on, I mean, when you get this home, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stand in the mirror. I want you to put that outfit on, your favorite outfit. I want you to stand in the mirror. I want you to hold it up to your neckline and just watch what happens. Watch the way that this elevates what you're wearing. Yeah. Watch the way that this adds lighting and the way that this will just, you'll see the way the tones come out of this necklace. Actually, do you want to borrow my shirt? We can show it with pink.
It's just so fun. I know. Wait, hey, do you have a sample over there on your?
I don't.
Okay, you can take the one from the neckline.
I'll steal this one.
Yeah, and only about 30 seconds or sell out, whichever which comes quickest. But yeah, to your point, look at the blue and the pink that Nick has. Now, so you see it against the neutral side, kind of that I'm wearing with the earth tone. Now, this is what I was talking about, like your denims and your, birdie pinks and all your bright blues. Isn't that gorgeous?
Check this out. I mean, when we talk about play of color, I mean, think about the most beautiful opals that you've ever seen, the most beautiful black opals. Now, add this color to it. Now, watch this play of color. Just as we rotate this around, do you see all of that illumination that's going to be on your neckline when you get this home? Look how
stunning.
I mean, this is, when you think of that tropical vacation, maybe you went to Hawaii in the last few months and you didn't get a piece. Maybe you went to Tahiti and you didn't get a piece.
Can you imagine how expensive this would be there?
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, Nick, I mean, remember, we go direct. I mean, so that's your family coming to HSN. That's the only reason we can do these special opportunity buys, right?
That's the fun of it, is being able to bring accessible pieces. And, those pieces that you see for several hundred thousands of dollars, let's take some zeros off of that and let's
and
get
make
it home.
Affordable.
Because jewelry, at the end of the day, it needs to be worn.
Yes.
And it needs to be fun, and it needs to transition from day to night.
I agree. And this one happens to be transition from all year.
Yes.
And that doesn't happen all the time with abalone.
No.
A lot of us say,
Oh, no.
okay, well, I'm gonna mainly wear it in the summertime,
It's
you know?
more rarer too.
Yeah, very rare. Okay, speaking of, very limited also is the matching bracelet. That is $79.50. The response on this has just been phenomenal since we originally launched it. And it's the same exact thing. It's that reverse. So you go from the neutral colors, then you go to those brighter colors, the brighter pinks, the brighter greens, just by simply flipping it. And the same story here, right? This is all jeweler stretch elastic too, Nick?
It is all jeweler stretch elastic, so you're gonna have that durability. And I'll tell you what I love about stretch bracelets? Grab and go.
Grab and go.
I've got
I love
3
that.
kids, so I mean, and I wear a lot of jewelry, so it's like trying to get out the door with 3 kids and getting them off to school. You know, trying not to raise my voice. We don't yell; we just raise our voice, all right?
Exactly.
Trying to get out the door, you know, getting them dressed and fed and everything.
Yes.
You gotta get the jewelry. You need the accessories to bring the outfit together, right?
And this is so simple.
Grab and go. It is the best thing.
And it's the best because I could put any color swatch that I have over here behind this. And I mean, any, from your denims to your brights to your neutrals, you name it, it's gonna go with everything.
Absolutely.
And it's almost like second skin when you put it on your hand or on your wrist because it lays so flat.
Isn't it nice when you have a flat piece and it's comfortable, it's big, it's bold, it has that presence, but just the comfort level. And that's, you know, we talk about jewelry, you have to be able to wear jewelry, right? And,
absolutely.
you know, jewelry being fun, being wearable, that's one of the things where you have pieces that they have that bold look, yet they're comfortable.
I couldn't agree with you more. Could not agree with you more. I have fewer than 90 of these. I want to update you. So with everyone in the ordering process, the necklace, I have like 3 dozen remaining. Okay, so that's gonna be gone in a matter of moments, no wonder. At $20 savings. I just love this. Even just, you know, for that one, you're gonna love that. And if you can do it, get the matching bracelet to go back with it, which is just fantastic. Speaking of bracelets, let's switch over to, this is another really unheard of opportunity buy that we will never be able to repeat again. Please understand, this is all hand carved.
Yes.
Coral, and you get onyx beads. $39.98 on sale. By the way, this is not costume jewelry. This is not synthetic. This is the real deal. And 5 flex payments on everything. That'll be $8.
Yeah.
My goodness, and I will say, I apologize, I'm wearing the larger of the 2 sizes, but we even have 2 sizes in this. We have small, medium, and we have medium, large.
Well, you know, we want that custom fit. And you know, it's Chinese New Year, so we have to have some red pieces in there. We have to have a little bit of jade, which you'll see later.
Good point, right.
You know, this is just, when you think of like gallery and artistic carving, this is gonna be on your wrist.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Okay, we're gonna learn more about that. Happy New Year, by the way.
Thank you.
It's the year of the rabbit, you were saying.
Rabbit, yep.
And we have something in honor of that a little bit later on that we're gonna talk about. Okay, so here's the drum roll moment. Brand new is this collection. And I'm telling you, if you can do it, if you can do that necklace, not to take away, these earrings are the most amazing. I mean, everybody's just absolutely going crazy over this whole collection. They're spectacular. There are 9 to 10 millimeter pearls, which again, we'll talk about that unique process. You just choose pink or white. The actual twisted earring is about 13/16 of an inch in length, so it's a beautiful, beautiful length. Then we have the matching ring also available for you in either that pink pearl or available in the white pearl. Look at the black spinel, look like gorgeous diamonds underneath of it, so updated. That ring is only $129. Okay. It's just mind-boggling. And if you can do it with the matching earrings, you want the coolest earrings, you're gonna get more compliments on this. I know your wife has been like, since you designed these or you brought them to her, wears them all the time.
It's one of the most dangerous things when she comes around the collection, because it's like pieces just go missing, and it's like, babe, I need those pieces for, you know, for these shows, right? But no, all jokes aside, I designed for my wife and my mom. And those are like the...
And that's great, because that's like every, you know, every age group, right?
Well,
you know?
It is, but it's, you know what it is? They love elegant jewelry. They love those pieces, and they both wear them in very different styles. My mom likes to dress up a little bit, like a lot. My wife, she's a teacher, so she's, you know, around kids all day, and she's, you know, she likes more of those comfortable styles. So I like these pieces that are comfortable. They have that presence, but I will tell you what, with this earring, she wore them to probably 3 or 4 different holiday parties this last November, December. And then we would go out on date night with when she'd be wearing these. There wasn't one time where, you know, strangers would stop me like, where did you get those earrings? That is an amazing just play of color with the spinel, the pink pearls, it was just like, she loves these earrings.
I think we even did. I'm going to see. I don't know if our crew has the any of the photographs or not, but I mean that's how beloved these are. Just coming from, again, here she is. There you go. Look at how stunning those are.
So she's got the pink version on here, but it's just when you see what I love about these elongated earrings, put these on. You're going to see how it frames the face, and you know the look at me. The look at me earring is one of those earrings where, you know, they're saying it's one of the trends now, but yeah, you're a few years behind this. Look at me earrings are always appropriate, I think.
Absolutely, and this is, I mean, these are custom made. That's as custom made as you get. Here's the other thing. By the way, there's 85 left. I just sold out size 6 in the ring, in both the pink and in the white. The earrings, I have like, you know, maybe 12 pair now currently available. And what I love about these two, Nick, is that no matter what angle, like you can see, I'm obviously facing forward. What do you see? You see that beautiful pearl, right? Popping. It almost looks like it's floating in space, right? Like not even being secured to anything. And then you see that look of black diamond and the way that it has that unique, you know, swirl to it. You see that from every angle that you look at it. So typically you think of a pearl in an earring, you think of a stud, right? So this is taking that stud and really giving it a modern feel, updating that look, all in sterling silver on top of that. And if you want the matching ring right now, especially in the size 11, this entire collection could end up being gone in the next few moments. The necklace is going to be our highlight in just a moment, but that is already, you get it, flying out the door. Our pearl lovers know and do the comparison shopping, know that such an unusual opportunity here, which again, that's going to be coming up in about a minute or so. But here's the thing. Final, you know, going back to the whole collection, I love that you did the ring as well as the matching earrings.
Absolutely. Well, you know, you have to have those statement pieces, and whether it's, you know, when you get the earring, a lot of us like to have the matching ring too.
Yeah.
And just the pieces that all work seamlessly. I love this strand going back with the earrings and with the ring as well. To me, it's the colors. When you see the play of color and how it juxtaposes with that spinel and the color tones, so you get like that warm and that dark, it is just, it is so magnificent on.
I wish we were able to bring in another 500 of these, but you know what, that's another nice thing about it. It's the nature of the designs that, because they're all hand selected, they're all custom made, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So we don't, it's an impossibility, even down to the harvesting of the pearls, which is very rare because
a lot of luck.
You only do one, right? In the nucleus?
For this type of pearl, only one per mollusk, but just think about the luck involved. 376 interactions with that mollusk to get one single pearl, spanning over several years.
I know, I love that story. It's like, it's birthing a child.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but much longer.
Just add a couple years.
It's true. And you never know what you're gonna get. That's something else, because the weather and so many other, you know, force of nature there can affect it. I want to mention, if you spend $75, keep in mind, everything is free shipping and handling up until midnight tonight. Today, and only today, we have 5 flex payments, and that's in everything. So shop hsn.com. What a great opportunity now for one-of-a-kind jewelry. But speaking of one-of-a-kind, oh, here we go. Only one, and honestly, and I said this, I asked this to Nick earlier, I said, Nick, okay, this would normally be only, I mean, if I saw somebody wearing this, I would be like, they're wearing, you know, a multi tens of $1,000 necklace, because they would be South Seas pearls.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the new technology enables you to do this, but not an easy one by any stretch of nature. Look at the perfection of the ombre, of the violets, the pinks, the beautiful peach, and then the white. This is such a special opportunity by 127 lucky people that are gonna be able to own this one-of-a-kind piece. The HSN price will be $265. That is incredible for an 18-inch strand of this size at $56 off, just because it's the brand new launch. But okay, enough of that. Please tell us how this even came to be.
Oh man,
we never did anything like this before.
No. So it actually has taken 10 years. We've wanted to bring this for 10 years to, you know, to the masses, and it's been nearly impossible. Solely because of, there's a few things that we insisted on. One, we wanted nucleated freshwater pearl because we wanted that graduation from white down to that dark plum tone that you're seeing in the very center. So that graduation you're seeing, this all has to be very delicately matched, and that was the thing. After all these years, the farm finally gave in, and we told them, I just told them, I was like, look, you can't tell me no anymore. We just need to collect pearls so we can get this done. Like, we need to bring an ombre strand, and it has to be nucleated, it has to be bright, vibrant, it has to have that quan luster that we have, that you have all come to expect from our collection. So I was like, just, you know what? Enough excuses, you send me the pearls, I'll do it.
I love that. So literally, and I said to Nick, and I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I said, I went to Asia years ago with our buying team, and we went to the pearl farms. It was an amazing experience. And I said to you, I will never look at a pearl, especially a strand of pearls, the same way again, knowing what it takes. Now, I'm talking about white pearls. Okay, because they have to match them for size, for luster, all those things. Now you're getting into a whole different category when you start doing that ombre effect, right?
Well, the difficulty with this type of pearl is so this is actually a newer technology, very similar to the Baroque that we saw to start the show. With this type of technology, what happened was, you know, starting back around 2000, that's when I believe the first experiments were done with this kind of freshwater pearl. The technicians would go to, in the off-season, they would go to Tahiti in Indonesia, and they would go culture South Sea pearl and Tahitian pearl. Well, after all the years, after all this experience, they brought this technique back to China to go and work with freshwater pearl. Every type of pearl, it brings kind of a different tone to the equation. With freshwater pearls, where they excel so well to me is in that pink and natural plum tone, because you're not gonna find that tone anywhere else. So for us, when you have that nucleated tone, and what I'm talking about with this new technology, instead of culturing maybe 10 or 15 pearls per mollusk, you culture 1. Now what that does is that brings the number of pearls that you can select from down significantly. So when we talk about all those years of wanting to bring this to you, it was essentially time that was spent collecting pearl. So that way we can have round to near round pearls, high iridescent luster, having all of that tone that when you put this on, you talk about uplighting, and I mean, imagine having just lights galore flashing up at you.
I'm looking at it on Angie, and even just down here. You know what's interesting? You could hold yours right next to mine here, Nick, and look at this. When I say how difficult, and this is when you know the man who went through, right, and his family, the team, and selected these pearls by hand and matched them to perfection to get that ombre effect, which is just a really a master. That's master artwork.
Thank you.
That you're typically only going to find in those South Seas tens of $1,000 neck. I would just think, Angie, like that was her necklace, and money is no object, you know, or she comes from a very wealthy family or something.
When you wear this, there's
you do, Ange, right? Well,
but you
feel like you do.
It looks amazing, though.
Yes.
When you wear this necklace, so to me, there's 2 ways to wear this. So you can wear it with that pink plum tone at the front, and you can show off those color tones. The other way is you can wear it just slightly offset, because when you see this ball clasp, it's a nice decorative fluted ball clasp. You can wear this just off to the side, so you can really show off the uniqueness of the strand. Now, when we talk about the matching, to me, that's the fun part, because that's part of the artistry. That and knotting the pearls, that's the artistic part.
And it's hard. I watched.
It's so fun, though.
I bet, especially when you're getting, and these are natural color. Like when you look at that violet and that, and the luster coming off of these, and the pinks, and it's just absolutely takes your breath away. And of course, you did the sterling silver, you know, the ball beaded clasp. That's to keep the consistency, obviously, of the round pearls. So it's not going to twist. It's not going to tangle. It has that extra little safety security when you put it in. It's an investment piece. I have now fewer than 90. I know more people than that in the ordering process. The only reason it is event price is the launch. These will be, if any remain, $200, and even that at $56. Such a really important, you know, so excited you were able to make this happen.
Me too.
We did, we had enough. I remember last time I worked with your mom, we did the bracelets.
Yes.
And they completely sold out.
Yeah.
People understand, this is not the norm. We didn't do an 18-inch strand now.
No. Well, and but the graduation, I love just that handwork. You know, it's like trusting your eyes to get you that very delicate color shift. And when you see the strand, to me, this is, you take the most classical strand of pearls and you put a big twist on it. That's what you're getting home.
All right, we're gonna let you know when this is completely gone. Anywhere from 9 up to, I wanna say it was 15 millimeters in pearls in that. That's really substantial. Okay, wanna mention, it's the year of the rabbit, right?
It is.
Well, we have something special specifically for that, a beautiful enhancer. And you said, wait, Nick, you said, I love this, because you said it's gonna be representative of peace,
yeah,
right?
A little more peaceful, a little more calm this year than, we're coming out of the tiger year where it's a little bit more, a little fiery.
I love it.
We need that balance, right? So we get the rabbit, which is a little bit more serene. The new year always brings just a plethora of new energy, right?
And it's right now, it's your new year, and in representation, it's funny because you would think, and I don't have the enhancer on, I can show you, I'll show you how you can put it on this, but you're getting the necklace too.
You are.
So you're getting both pieces. It is coming up, but I want to say we have fewer than 45 of those, so another really special opportunity there, 826-670, and that is brand new. Okay, so let's, I told you we had such a, I said everything in the hour, and I really truly meant this. When I met Nick for the first time, I said, I truly believe your pearls and your family and, the jade that you bring us is the most magical, fabulous pieces I've ever seen. And this is a great example of just that.
Well, I love we love, as a family, taking out the ambiguity. I mean, if you've ever gone pearl shopping and, you go there and it's kind of like, it's kind of like how guys describe going to buy a diamond. It's like they walk in and they walk out like with their eyes like this, and it's like, whoa. When you go look at pearls, oftentimes you go and it's hard to decipher what you're looking at. Is it dyed? Is it natural? And what we get to bring you, we get to select the best of the best. We get to work with the best pearl farms in the world to bring them to you. In fact, with these earrings, these come from the original culture of South Sea pearl. In my opinion, the most sustainable and one of the most beautiful farms that you can ever work with, just because how dedicated they are to a very high quality production. Yeah,
you were saying, they provide golden South Sea pearls to the #1 pearl providers in the world.
When you think about...
Seriously.
When you think about walking down, say you walk down Madison Avenue, or you're walking down 5th in New York,
it's that this is what you're expecting. But not $249.75. So again, 5 flex pays only for today. I only have 33 pair. That's all we were able to get to match them that perfection. But golden South Sea. So you heard me reference South Seas a lot, right? Because typically they're the most valued. They're the most really difficult to get. They're some of the larger of the pearls. But then you start getting in, I know you have the shell that you want to share with everyone, into these different specific colors. Golden South Seas is very highly collectible.
It is. Well, the rarest of the rare. When it comes to pearl, golden South Sea by far has the fewest number of pearls that come naturally out of the water. So that being said, and this is a farm that we work with. We could choose to go to Indonesia if we want, where they have a higher production, but we choose to go to the Philippines because of the sustained production and their dedication to a smaller quantity of pearls coming out of the water, but a higher quality of pearl nacre and just natural iridescence and color. We want that richness. When you see your golden pearls, you want to know right away, I'm wearing the real deal. I'm wearing one of the most sought after and one of the rarest pearls in the world.
Well, and that's and then the beautiful at the top there. Is that for peace too, or
no, that's actually double happiness, double longevity. It has double meaning. There's doubles everywhere, right?
I love it. Yes, absolutely. You can never have enough of that. All right, we're gonna move on to the matching, and it was funny. Angie went like something when she was pulling her hair back to show the earring, and it was like, look at that ring on her hand. Well, that's exactly what is brand new that we're gonna share with you right now. This is a 14 millimeter beautiful Mabe pearl that is black jade, all hand carved. Talk about that in a minute. Accented with the closest look to diamonds and natural stones, and that's white zircon. We do right now have 5 through size 11. This is first time it's on the air, and boy, having such a bold look, how this fits so beautifully, Nick, on the hand.
Well, when you think about the details of a piece like this, the undergallery on the inside, it makes it very, very comfortable to wear. So you're all gonna get sterling silver with that gold over that's gonna be touching your finger. Now, when it comes to, let's go right in front and center on this one. That Mabe. 14 to 14.5 millimeter Australian Mabe. So when we say Australian Mabe, there's very few, if any, Australian Mabe farms still culturing pearl. The size of this, we're gonna go up to the northeast part of Australia. You think about like, where all the cool stuff is. Like the little octopuses and the sharks and all that stuff.
Yes.
That's where these pearls come from. They come from, it's out in the wild.
No kidding,
Yeah.
really.
It's
so dangerous, I'm sure, too.
It's dangerous, but the elements really reflect just reflect the quality of this. And all these oysters, they're actually all wild caught. So the divers actually dive down to the bottom of the seafloor, and that's where they do the pearl production.
Oh, okay.
Usually, we saw the video where we had the oysters hanging in the water on the lines.
Yes, yes.
Oh no, these guys go to the bottom, and they have the oysters, and these are big Pinctada maxima shells, and it's actually the same oyster that cultures the golden South Sea pearl. It's a very close cousin. Yes. Now the mabe, what I love so much about this gem, it is big, it is bold, it is vibrant, and it just, when you see this, when you get this in your hand, this is a statement or a cocktail ring unlike any you have ever seen, with just the size of these mabes. In fact, these mabes, my parents bought out a harvest of mabes, I want to say in 94, 95.
Oh, okay.
And this is
what's left?
This is pretty much what's left of it. Right here.
Wow, and that's 14 millimeters. I mean, you can see, and that, you say mabe, it has the most reflection because of the size, right? And
take a look at this.
Iridescence and those, I know.
Look at the size of this.
So, that's why I said, when I saw Angie go like this with her, and it was like, oh, wow, and this is definitely not for one that doesn't like attention or statement pieces. This is absolutely a beautiful statement piece. It's a really one of a kind. I know we're counting backwards. Here's a quick update. I have now, size 11's gone, size 5 is just about sold out. We do have just a handful of these now currently available. If any of these remain at midnight, just keep in mind, 5 flex pays, all that goes away at midnight. So this might be, it's an investment piece, but believe you'll be more than happy. I'd go and have it looked at because it's going to be a nice appraisal.
Make sure you tell them it's a genuine Australian mabe, because it makes all the difference.
That's a great point. Okay, let's see what's happening with our ombre. All right, a few dozen, that's it. The first time we've ever been able to do that, this size from a 9 up to, I want to say it was 11 or 15 millimeters, right?
No, 11.
11, okay, yes. 9 to 11. Look at the colors in this. The violets, the pinks, the whites, the peaches. It is a true ombre and will be $256, but I don't think that's even going to make it to that, because it's not going to make it through the end of the hour.
when you just think about the detail and how difficult it is to match a strand like that, I mean, just the hardest part is learning to trust your eyes to where you're grabbing the colors. And it's just like, I mean, I'm kind of a perfectionist with this sort of stuff, so it's like, it's a constant matching job, and it's like just juggling to get the pearls in the right places.
It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the Year of the Rabbit. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And it is a year of, I'm loving this, that it's hopefully gonna bring more peace.
Yes.
I love that.
A little more serenity.
Serenity.
We need a little calm.
Boy, do we ever.
We need that little tranquilo, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. And that's what the Year of the Rabbit pendant, and then it also is, it's an enhancer, which we'll talk about. But it comes with, look at this gorgeous necklace. The necklace is equally as magical, and the pearls and the jade in between, that's all jade too, with the carving of the rabbit, correct?
So it's all hand-carved jade. And what I love about this piece is this really combines the two things. Like when my parents started this company, over 40 years ago.
Story,
So 1976.
Yes.
So it's, I'm actually not great at math, so it's like getting back. But it's, when they started the company, they started off with jade, and then very shortly after, it was pearls. So to me, this combines, I like paying homage to them with some of these pieces that I create, with infusing jade into these pieces. And to me, that's kind of my way of saying, hey, let's represent the history, our history a little bit here in gems, and what the Kwans are about,
Yeah.
So very much in our style, when you see these pearls, great size, 9 to 10 millimeters in size, these carved jade beads, and the enhancer pendant, very, very meticulously carved. And one of the things I will say about carving jade, there's not a lot of rough out there. So one. Number two, we have a very small handful of very skilled artisans back at our workshop that have dedicated their entire life to carving jade. And it's their skill and their artists that we trust them with our best rough to get these gallery looks. I mean, when you get this piece home, you're gonna be so proud to wear this, just seeing how artistically each piece is carved, the amount of detail.
Right, even the beads.
Even the beads.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Close up.
And
then the rabbit.
You know, when I go back to Hong Kong and I do some shopping and I look around to see what's going on in the market, oftentimes I see these pieces that are very, very lightly etched. Well, I grew up in the time where when I grew up with jewelry, it was all these beautiful pieces that we want to hand down. We want heirloom quality pieces that are going to be given to the next generation. And me as a dad, of course I want pieces that I want my kids to have. And also, my wife will wear them.
Beautiful little girls. Oh my
Thank
goodness,
you.
and a handsome little son. Oh my beautiful family.
They look beautiful and kind there. Wait till we get home.
That's in every case.
But you know what?
Right?
Jade's tough. That's why we give them Jade, is because it's tough, it's durable.
Exactly.
It's a 7.6 on the Mohs scale of hardness, so that speaks to the durability. But when we carve this, we actually use diamond cutting tools to carve it because it is such a tough and durable stone. But just the texture, the way that you're going to see the motif, and to me, it's kind of like a cameo where you have so much detail on the pendant.
I love what I just did. I was a little bit uneven here, but anything that you have, in fact, Angie put the rabbit enhancer on the ombre piece that we started that we just showed you a few minutes ago. It could be any strand of pearl. It could, or no, I think she mixed it up a little bit, but you could.
You know what?
You can show that right here because it's so easy. So that enhancer where the bail is means it pops open.
Yeah.
So it will be able to fit most any type of string or bead that you have, and that gives it a whole different feel, right?
It's a nice generous size. I love this in the ombre with the gold tone.
Absolutely.
And the way this plays with the colors. Now, even if you have a chain, maybe you picked up that big Baroque pendant, you're gonna get that beautiful double chain. It's diamond cut Italian chain.
Beautiful.
Put this on there because it's got the size and it's got the weight to it where you're gonna be able to put that together, and it's really gonna showcase this piece.
What a good idea. I love that. Or, going back, maybe you're thinking right now, I want to get a really special gift.
Yeah.
Maybe it was your daughter just had, a baby in the last few days or or due this year. This is, something, we talk about personalization in jewelry. It's a new year. It's, it's all about the year of the rabbit. Then you have that forever. I just know I'm the year of the monkey.
Me too.
Are you really?
Yeah, that's why we got it.
See that? Okay. Yes. What are you, Ange? Do you know what your zodiac is? And you don't remember? Yeah. You have to tell us the year. I just go by the animal.
Well, if we're both monkeys, they better, the team better look out here.
Yeah,
there could be some mischief that happens.
There's a little craziness going on. Yeah, you betcha. Okay, we have now 33 left, so they are definitely on their way to selling out. But here's the thing: we're going to go ahead and share with you some special programming coming up on HSN. But when we come back, how about the buy of the day? When it comes to coral and genuine beautiful black onyx, that's going to be coming up in some other really specialty pieces. Stay with us.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900. Discovery Days are back at HSN. Grab great deals on items from top brands you love, like cooking essentials from Ninja, KitchenAid, Benefit, and Birkenstock. Plus, special pricing on your favorites from Andrew Lessman and America's favorite inventor, Joy Mangano. For the best deals on our most popular brands, watch Discovery Days. Starts Friday at midnight. HSN is bringing you one of our biggest Tucson Gem events ever, with special guests joining us live from Tucson every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Discover jewelry treasures from around the globe without leaving your living room, including gemstone jewelry from Colleen Lopez, mine finds from Jay King, rarities by Carol Brody, and more, leading up to an exciting all-day event live from Tucson, Tuesday, February 7th. The Tucson Gem Series starts Monday, only on HSN.
Want to just mention Andrew Lessman, available on hsn.com. I know he has a great monthly special right now on his healthy hair, skin, and nails. I will not be without. Thank you. Okay, speaking of, unfortunately cannot be without, are my readers. I'm mentioning that because we have such a special opportunity by coming up in our next hour. So that's going to be coming up in about 15 minutes, right now. I love these readers. Anyway. So let's talk. What's that?
I like the gem tones.
Aren't they cool? I know,
really cool.
I know. Thank you. So we're going to talk red coral, and you were mentioning, it's obviously New Year and very important. We'll talk a little bit more about that. These earrings were originally $237. They're $179.96. I know I don't have many. Honest to goodness, Nick, you could wear these reverse.
Absolutely.
That's how beautiful these are.
The silver tone, like just the spicy redness that you get from the carnelian. It's, oh man, just the carving alone. To me, like when you think of gems and like the artistry, carving, like how the silversmithing is done, all of these little details that come together to make the final piece, and just like the years of expertise and training that have to happen. Like all, you know what, imagine being like when you train, like all the mistakes you make with carving and how you have to learn from those and grow from each one.
I can't even imagine. I mean, that's such an incredible talent to do that.
I would wear the ones that they maybe made a little mistake in etching, but you know what? We're keeping the best ones that are going home to all of you. Like perfection. Yes.
Like they're little works of art. I saw that on Angie, and they just pop. I mean, that's such, and that color too. That's like that deep red, isn't it, in the coral?
You know, with the coral, yes, we like that bright, vibrant, like true red. That's what, you know, I love that color tone. With the carnelian, it's more of like that deeper, duskier, spicy color. And it was funny, I think it was, well, it's
like cinnabar almost.
It is. Yeah. Well, it was back in '02 when I first started working in jewelry full time. And it was, I'd grown up around jade and pearls, but I wasn't really exposed to a lot of other gemstones.
Yeah.
So seeing carnelian for the first time and just seeing like the spiciness, and you know, I think it was banded carnelian that I was looking at, and I was like, well, what is this? And it's like, it was kind of like that phenomenon of seeing all these colors for the first time, and it's like, whoa, it's like, well, there's this, and there's these color tones. With carnelian, though, it quickly became one of my go-tos for, just for bigger pieces, because getting jade in that size, very difficult, and it brings such a different character to the gem. So carving it just, you see the colors.
And there's not a lot of red stones.
No,
I mean, there's ruby, obviously, rhodolite, things of that nature, but not in this type of, like, cinnabar color. All right, we'll let you know when these sell out. It's 805-304. Great sale price of under $200. Now, I just honestly thought this was a mistake, but I love it. Oh, by the way, we found out Angie is a rabbit. Yes!
It's her year.
It's your year, Angie. Absolutely. Okay. Wow, talk about like a New Year's, just something I'm thinking of you, going back, good luck and good fortune, and all those things. And this is also carved, right? So $39.98. Let me just direct that with the 5 flex pays. Keep in mind, $8 would be over the next 5 months, so you're gonna be spending for this. We have 3 sizes. We have it available in a small, we have it in your medium, and then we also have it available for you in the large. But this, like I said, don't be confused that, all right, wait a minute, this was originally $60-some. That was phenomenal. So talk us through, if you don't mind, Nick, the detail work on here, because I hope the carving is televising as beautifully as it is in person.
Yes, well, there's a lot of detail in this carving, very similar to how we approach jade. We approach all of our carvings with just there's a great seriousness to how we look at it, because we want that relief. We want those gallery-style carvings where it is more than just like that etching. We want that very artistic, just masterful is the word I'm looking for. Masterfully carved, where you see that symmetry. You see how well polished every single piece is cut. Now this is jade carving right here, what you're seeing, but you see how everything is actually sketched out first. So those black lines, that's where everything is, they sketch the design out first.
And is that a diamond cutter, or is that like a?
Yeah, so the diamond cutting tools. And those are diamond Dremels that they use to cut these. And so this is the polishing here. But for us, as a family, one of the first things my parents did was actually carve jade. So carve jade statues. And
so that was both your mom and dad?
both my mom and dad.
No kidding.
I mean, it's a great story. They were, very entrepreneurial in how they started the business, but started selling it at street fairs actually in Seattle.
Something.
But
it was their dream, right?
It was
their
like
fewer than $1,000 in
starting
their
a business
pocket.
and like being creative. It kind of runs in the blood for us. So it's like we've always been. I love spending time with my dad because when my dad was traveling, he used to always. He'd always fax, back in the day when he had faxes, he would fax us little drawings every morning before school.
Because he was always either, traveling
He was traveling a
for
lot.
pearls and things like that, right?
Yes. So one of the mainstays of the collection has always been that high-end carving. And it's just, when you think of high-end carving, it's how meticulous the carver wants to be, how artistic they want to, how much artistic expression they want to have in each one of the beads. When you see the patterns and when you see how well polished and the detail work in each one of these beads that you're gonna get home, you're gonna see how all of that experience and what it means to have master carvers carving your jewelry that's gonna go home to you. And that's something that I'm really proud of, and I know my family is very, very proud of the pieces, the artistic pieces that we can put out due to our carvers. Now, one of the things I will say, here's a caveat to this, there's not a lot of carvers, and it's not, I will openly say it is kind of like a dying art form because there's not
I've heard that.
a lot of people that are just going into this kind of artistic work where there is so much time and dedication to learning about it.
Yeah, it's like from years ago it was to be passed down, right, from generation to generation, and we're hearing that, there's not as many. And then the actual carving work on here is just, it's like blossoms, right?
Yeah,
or
you've
just
got flower blossoms.
Like lotuses or something.
Lotus blossoms, and to me, this is a great New Year's piece for a couple of reasons. One, red. You have to have red for Chinese New Year's because that's the good luck color.
Yes.
It scares away all the evil spirits too.
Okay,
so,
good.
And black onyx, black is said to ward off negativity. Now, with the other part of this, it's just getting those flower blossoms. During the New Year's, you always see like oranges with the leaves on them, where you see flowers that are just blooming for the new year, and it's to welcome in the new energy and the new life to the new year.
I love it. I love it. In fact, some of the reviews at the higher price, at $64.75. In fact, this is from Colio in California. She said, I love that I can order small for my wrist. And so it's true. If you have a smaller wrist, a lot of times it is difficult finding it. Same thing with large, something that is going to comfortably fit you. But she said, simply gorgeous and so well worth it. This is from 61 Vet Gal. And she said, thank you for such a unique, fascinatingly beautiful treasure. The carving is amazing and the color combination is awesome. And that's just a couple of the reviews, again, at the higher price. So in terms of great little gifts, thinking of you, I was mentioning gifts with meaning and personalization in jewelry, and that's never been more popular than it has been in the last several years.
Absolutely.
Same thing goes here. I mean, even just learning about the fact that this is, gorgeous coral and onyx and natural stones, and that it is a dying, unfortunately, it's becoming a dying artwork for many artisans out there to do hand carving like this. It takes hours and hours, right?
You think about the detail, and back to the point we were making earlier that when you carve a piece, there's no erase button. I work in Photoshop a lot, and it's like or an Illustrator, it's like there's an erase button.
That's a great point, because you're kind of, that's it.
When even like if you've ever sculptured or etched a piece of wood, that if that comes off, you may be able to glue that back on. With gemstones, well, you can't just do that. If you do that, then that whole piece has to go, and you have to start from scratch again to get that carving.
Yeah, it's so interesting that, as you say that, because even in our hour, you think about it, over 300 of these, we're very, very busy, have already been spoken for. But we, with the exception of the carnelian carved earrings, and then we had the rabbit, the jade rabbit, that was it, in terms of, right, in the hand, if I'm not mistaken, and then the carving in the necklace that I'm wearing, right, in the beads. But that's it. And that, in itself, there was a day we would do a lot of beautiful carvings in natural stones, and that's true in general. It's really true, and all of our regular jewelry shows, unless it's in synthetic materials, and that way they can just machine carve it out.
And I think that's one of the beauties of jewelry too, is that it's the artistry. I mean, hand setting stones, even like down to the black onyx beads, they all have to be hand carved. So you take these big blocks of rough, and you have such a high wastage when it comes to beads. In fact, it's almost like one of those things where you know that you're going to lose a lot of rough, especially when you carve beads in this size at 12 millimeters. So you have a very sizable onyx bead here that's going to be on your wrist. The contrast to me, and this is the fun design part. Getting that contrast with the black and the red, it sets it off so well, and it brings out so much of that carving. I mean, it's
I agree. It's like the customer said in the review, that color combination, it's strong. It's a very, very powerful color. Yeah. I want to show you another option here. I know these are going to be coming up. These are the black spinel hoop earrings. So if you got, maybe you weren't able to get the red in, the matching little carving earrings that we had just a minute ago, but you want to go with the black, we even have that option for you. So I'm thinking here, building that wardrobe for you, and those are also going to be specially priced. We have just about a minute up on the screen here, and going back today only is where we're featuring 5 flex payments on everything that we're offering throughout the entire day. So all different type of categories. That's why I always recommend shop hsn.com and take advantage of splitting up your payments over the next 5 months, especially on jewelry that's gonna last a lifetime, jewelry that has a meaning. Another thing I wanna say, and Nick, I'm gonna address this to you. Yeah. You don't see a lot of pearls or jade or carvings or things, to me, like we did back in the 70s and the 80s.
No, and a lot of it is the difficulty of getting the gem out of the water for pearl, and especially in these larger sizes. It's not, one of the things with pearl, there's so much luck involved in just getting a single pearl out. And we're talking about in even decent quality, like in mediocre quality.
Right.
If you want great quality pearls, you have to be very lucky, you've got to be very patient, and you have to work with the best farmers in the world.
I remember that was one of the things that was so fascinating when I was in China, and they were saying it could be a typhoon could run through, and the entire, the crops that they had been, harvest could be completely wiped out. It could be a million different things that happen. So
absolutely, it's totally out of your control. I mean,
we
jokingly say like 60% is out of your control, and 40% is kind of in your control.
Yeah.
Not great numbers though, right?
That's hard, it's a gamble.
40% kind of in your control? It's like,
right, that's a little bit of a gamble.
I kind of like things being a little bit closer.
Well, we're gonna talk a little more about carving, because we have our black onyx, we have your choice here, either of the dragon or we have the tiger available. Never before at the special sale price. It was originally $135. It's $79.96. It's under $80, and again, it's a real deal here. And I'm gonna imagine this is like a doublet. Okay, so it's actually an onyx,
actually, no,
right?
you know what? Actually, it's not. That's actually one single cabochon.
Really?
That is one cabochon, yes.
I
had to think about it for a second.
How did they do that?
Oh man, cabochons, much like jade beads, or much like cutting beads, you have a high wastage, especially in a high domed cabochon. But what it is they actually etch the relief in there. I call this a reverse cameo, because they're actually carving in. So when you get it home, you're gonna feel the way they carved it in, and then it's hand enameled with that gold enamel to give it that tone.
Wow, I've seen that fascinating.
Yeah.
And you don't see that very often either.
No,
okay,
no.
Significance. I know that the dragon and both the tiger are very highly significant in the Asian culture, right?
So the tiger, we just got out of the year of the tiger. So it's got more of that fire to it. It's got more of that energy to it. With the dragon, it's actually known as the Great Unifier, because it's comprised of all the other 11 zodiac animals. It comes together to create the dragon. I mean, unless you're my children, dragons are real to them still.
Yes.
But my daughter actually did a great presentation for her class on Chinese New Year, and she was talking about the story of all the zodiac animals and how they got the order. But the dragon, it combines, if you know a dragon, you know that they're very gregarious and that they are very personable people. They're seen as a symbol of power. It's seen as a symbol for the emperor or for strength. So it's oftentimes, since it has all those animals, that's why they're so gregarious and they're so unified.
I love that, the story of power. I know we're more limited right now on the tiger. If you want the tiger, do we still have all sizes? Let me just double check on that. Looks like 5 through size 10. And how about on the dragon? I know that, especially at this great sale price. Dragon, we have 5 through 9. All right, so good luck to you here in these final 30 seconds. And boy, ask about, do we by chance have those hoop earrings that we could show?
Ooh.
I'm hoping. I don't know. Let me double check and see if we, but here's what you can do. I know this for a fact, was that 5 flex pays, remember, goes away at midnight, but you could go to hsn.com and just search Quan Collections, and you'll see everything that you and your family bring to us, which is so absolutely beautiful. There's the black spinel inside, outside hoop earrings. They're also on sale. I said that would be another great option. Going back to the stretch bracelet, they're $119.98. So 782-210 is the item number. Okay, and there's your entire collection right here that you can freely shop on hsn.com. Well, I can't tell you how much of a pleasure. Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you. That's good. This has been meeting you and your family.
Thank you so much.
My best to all the artisans. They do such a great job.
Thank you so much.
What a fun hour.
Thank you. This is a great hour. And please let me know when you get your pieces home. I would love to hear from you. So please let us know. I want to see how you're wearing them.
Yeah, you'll love them. I know it. And it's